Imagine if we had to spend our entire lives with someone. I mean, not even separated for a second, constantly stuck together. What would happen? Every single movement we make, every decision we take, would have to be shared with that other person. Isn't that right? If someone told us this is real, we'd think, how is that even possible? It feels like there's absolutely no way something like this could happen. But for Abby and Brittany Hensel, this is life. In this video, we're going to explore who they are, how they've lived, and what kinds of challenges they've had to face. This is AZ Discovery. On March 7, 1990, in the U.S. state of Minnesota, twins named Abby and Brittany Hensel were born. Now, when we say twins, you might wonder, what's so surprising about that? Well, they're not just any twins. They were born with two heads and one body. They are conjoined twins. This rare type of twin is called dicephalid parapagus. Right after they were born, even the doctors said, these girls probably won't survive long. The only chance is to surgically separate them. Maybe we can save at least one. But their parents were very firm. They refused the surgery. They didn't want to separate their girls. So Abby and Brittany grew up together as one. And everyone thought Abby and Brittany wouldn't survive for long. But they amazed everyone by proving them wrong. Even though they share the same body, Abby and Brittany are two completely separate individuals. They each have their own thoughts, preferences, and emotions. Many times, they can finish each other's sentences as if they're thinking alike. But sometimes, even they have disagreements between them. Abby controls the right side of the body and the right arm and leg, while Brittany controls the left side of the body and the left limbs. Let me tell you about their anatomy. It's something that will truly shock you. First, let's look at their heads and brains. They have two separate heads, each functioning on its own. Inside each head, there is a separate brain and a separate nervous system. Just imagine, even with one brain and one nervous system, we sometimes hesitate or make mistakes. But Abby and Brittany are living an amazing life with two brains and two nervous systems. It's truly incredible. Second, the heart. Their body has two hearts, one on each side, left and right, and both hearts function independently. But they share one circulatory system, meaning the same blood flows through both their bodies. Lungs. Abby and Brittany together have a total of 4 lungs. Some parts of the lungs are shared or connected between the two of them. When we look at their digestive system, they each have 2 separate stomachs and 2 gallbladders, but they share a common liver, large intestine, and bladder. Similarly, they have only one set of reproductive organs. Normally, we all have 2 kidneys, right? But they have a total of 3 kidneys, 2 on the left side and 1 on the right. Limbs and extra arm. They have 2 arms and 2 legs like any other person. But during their early childhood, they had a third arm, located between their shoulder blades at the center of their back. This third arm could not be controlled by either of them at the same time, and was non-functional, meaning it didn't serve any real purpose. So, to avoid problems with their growth and development in the future, doctors surgically removed that third arm. Our legs are what help us balance our body's entire weight. So for most normal babies, they slowly develop the right sense of balance and usually start walking around the age of 1. But for Abby and Brittany, learning to walk was much more challenging. Even for us, every small movement depends heavily on signals from our brain. But since they have 2 heads and 2 brains, things were extremely difficult in the beginning. Not only walking, in playing, riding a bicycle, and other such activities were also very challenging for them. As I mentioned earlier, Abby controls the right side, and Brittany controls the left side of the body. Through proper coordination, they gradually learn to function and move as one. Since Abby and Brittany have separate immune systems, even if one of them got fever, it doesn't affect the other. They studied in a public school. Since they were considered 2 individual people, they wrote separate exams, received individual certificates, and got their own marks. Thanks to the constant encouragement from their parents and teachers, they completed their schooling very successfully. Just like with their school exams, they also took separate tests to get their driver's licenses. They both learned to drive a car together, and even though it was a challenging task, not as easy as it is for most of us, they succeeded and got their licenses. Abby handles the accelerator, brake, and gear control, while Brittany takes care of the steering and indicators. They drive the car together with well-planned coordination, and they genuinely enjoy the experience. That's not all, they've also played volleyball, gone cycling, and even swimming. All of this is possible only because of their amazing balance and cooperation between two of them. Later, they both joined Bethel University, with the goal of becoming teachers. In 2012, both Abby and Brittany had individual degrees BA in education. Just like in school, they took separate college exams and received separate marks. After completing their degree, they began working as teachers at an elementary school, earning a salary of $30,000 per month. Yes, today Abby and Brittany are working as 5th grade teachers. Abby is an expert in math and science, while Brittany specializes in arts and reading. Since they can teach different subjects, one can continue teaching while the other takes a break without even using the same voice. This gives them a unique advantage in managing the classroom effectively. All of us usually have a few teachers in our life we really like them sometimes because the way of teaching or they are friendly and encouraging. Just like that, they are one body with two minds, which makes them truly special, and students absolutely love them. Even though they share the same salary, both of them are full-time teachers, doing equal work. In 2021, Abby got married to Josh Bowling, United States Army veteran, who now works as a hospice nurse in Minnesota. This news came out in 2023. And though many people were surprised, the couple has been living a peaceful and happy life, keeping their personal lives private. Abby and Brittany's life is not just a miracle. They are a great example that with self-confidence and courage, anyone can lead a successful life. Many of us might feel sidelined or limited because of certain challenges. But their story proves that none of that matters. As long as you have confidence and bravery, you can succeed. Even parents should teach this to their children and raise them with this mindset. I hope you learned something new and interesting from this video. To discover more such amazing facts and stories, make sure to subscribe to AZ Discovery. Bye.